Anything Judo, I am here with Wolves reporter Mr. Liam Keane. Liam, we're getting to the nitty-gritty, the end of pre-season, only a couple of games left, if you count tomorrow. 1-1 against Stoke. What do you make of it?
Well, it's not about the results, is it? I'll keep banging on with that drum because it isn't. But there's still defensive frailties in there. I've got to go with the negatives first. The set pieces.
Oh, go with the negatives first.
Yeah, because then we can look at the positives.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, we'll finish on a
bright
positive.
Side of life.
Okay.
Set pieces again. It was an issue last season under Nuno, wasn't it? I don't think Wolves have got the right personality or set pieces at the moment. Simple as that. I felt that for probably 18 months now, to be honest.
Yeah.
Again, they were slightly frail with one or two of the crosses, corners. The corner that led to the goal, I think 2 or 3 players, including Marcel, if memory serves me right, had an opportunity to clear it. Didn't. Jose Sarr made a decent save, close range, and then Danny Bath.
Prolific striker Danny Bath.
Yeah, he's there just to tap home. So again, those defensive frailties they need working on. And for me, they're going to need a signing or two.
Yeah.
At least one centre back, I think, particularly with Bolly out injured, to plug that gap, I think.
Well, look, Conor Cody was back today, back 3, of course.
Yeah.
With Saiss, who kind of looked like he went injured. Max Kilman came on at half-time. Mosquera, I'm beginning to think Mosquera could be the starting centre-back for Wolverhampton Wanderers to start the season. Whether that materialises for, and there might be a development later on, maybe in the first couple of weeks of another centre-back signing, but can you see him being the starter this season?
If he's going to play a 2, no. If he's going to play a 3, it may be forced, because if they don't sign another centre-back, Willy Bolly's out injured.
Yeah.
It's between him and Kilman, basically, because it looks like Cody and Saiss are going to be preferred on the middle and left-hand side. So,
and Nouri on the bench today, Marcel left wing back, which maybe gives you a bit of an indication that maybe Marcel could be the one to do that.
I mean, personally, I would like to see Marcel playing on the left side of the back 3 at least as an opportunity in this pre-season, see how he gets on. Because for me, I'm not sure he's quite dynamic enough for the left wing back role. I think Nouri offers something going forward that Marcel can't. Sometimes Marcel, although I think he has actually had a good pre-season, I think sometimes his passes are too square. And I've never seen one player play so many lofted passes straight into someone's chest every time he gets the ball. So I'm not quite sure he fits there, although I do think he's had a pretty decent pre-season. But the positives were for me, particularly in that first half, Adama Traore. I thought he had a very good first half, some good touches, linked up well with Marcel at times, and the notable thing was him and Trincao were very, very narrow as well. And that can suit Adama's play, because if he comes deep and gets the ball and turns with space in front of him, I think that's where he's best. There have been times where he gets to the byline and he can get a cross in as well, but I think his cross has been overhit for a while now. He had a couple overhit ones today. One decent one for Round, but again, Round had to sort of stretch for it a little bit. So that was the first half, and to have gone down and to react so quickly was ideal. And it's a striker in Raul Jimenez who is just prolific, isn't he? I thought looked very good again today. Doesn't seem bothered at all, phased at all by the injury issue, by wearing the protective headgear. Seems sharp. I think he seems sharp. He was sharp, first one into the box after Semedo's shot to finish off, and it was the end of a decent first half with 1 or 2 little issues in there.
Yeah, and great for Raul, not only to score the goal, but also in front of 2,500 travelling fans. It was great to see them back today, and they were in great voice.
Yeah, it was. Football is not football without the fans.
No.
I've been talking to you, my other colleagues, other guys.
I got to Stoke every other week. I mean, there's no one here.
I know. For the last 18 months or so, and football without fans, it's the best way to describe it is soulless. I think it's just an empty bowl, and you can hear. Some things are nice, you can hear the players, you can hear certain things you might not hear in a full stadium at times, but that's no positive on when not having any fans there at all. And to have 2.4k Wolves fans here, probably more than the Stoke fans that were there today, and they were in great voice, and just to hear chants all the way through.
Great. Absolutely fantastic.
Brilliant.
So on to the second half, and I guess you're going to talk about a certain Mr. Gibbs-White, who thought had a very good second half.
You've read my mind. Morgan's he's an enigma, Morgan. I think I might have described him as that before to you. He is a player who I think has got a lot of talent. He's very good on the ball. I think he's an intelligent player more so than people give him credit for. I don't know he quite knows his position. Is he a 10? Is he a winger? Is he playing? He started against Crewe in a 2 in a 4-4-2, didn't he, in midfield? So what is he as a player? And he played second half today, replacing Adama as a left winger. And I thought he really was excellent, genuinely excellent. He picked straight from the off, the first 30 seconds, picking the ball and going into the box, almost setting Raul up. had a couple of shots, couple of one-on-ones.
He's a confidence player, isn't he? You know, he's got that goal in pre-season as well,
exactly.
and he's getting to and you know, even the fans were cheering for him towards the end, which you know, I think maybe 20 months ago or 18 months ago when there were fans here, it wouldn't have happened. No, so you can see that he's starting to win them over, and look, he could be an important piece to the puzzle this season.
He could be a very good, versatile utility player.
Off the bench, do you say?
Off the bench, probably more so than starting, I would imagine. It depends on the signings between now and the end of August, of course. But for me, he's a player that will offer quality to the squad, quality in depth, particularly if he's got this confidence that he has at the moment. And quality in depth that Wolves didn't have really last season or the season before, with injuries and a small squad. So for me, it's a lot of positives. I thought he played very well, very dynamic, confidence, good on the ball, a few nice passes, and yeah, he was unlucky not to score in the end.
But look, let's not beat about the bush, Liam. Wolves need a couple of signings, don't they?
Yeah, big time. A centre back, a midfielder, a striker. You can argue another winger, perhaps. You've got Podence and Neto to come back, of course, but it's difficult to weigh up whether you prepare for a player to come back, like we have done with Johnny in the past, and it hasn't worked because he's got injured again, or you sign with the hope that they're going to take a bit of time to come back in. So I think personally you've got to sign, even if it's loan players, bring players in, beef the squad up a little bit, have competition. Bruno Lage talked in his club interview about competition, 2 quality players in each position. So I think we're going to see 1 or 2 more signings in those particular positions I mentioned.
We're going to see some more players tomorrow at Coventry. Be the starting lineup today, or will be starting tomorrow?
I don't think so. No. If Raul Jimenez plays any minute in that game, I'll be shocked.
Yeah.
I think there was a lot of academy lads today that didn't play at all, didn't come off the bench. You had Bueno, Kundal, Estrada, etc. Marquez as well. They'll all play tomorrow, I'd imagine. Probably start, and then maybe you'll see Fabio Silva could train off the bench again, because they only got sort of 20 minutes or so.
Gibbs White maybe?
Gibbs White potentially, yeah. But he played half. Kilman, yeah, potentially. So
Ruddy,
definitely. I think he's a shooter. So it's going to be a mixture again, which is what we expected, and it's good preparation for the Santa Vigo game a week from now. Which that's the game you want to see it all come together a week before the season starts. That's the game we want to treat it like a Premier League game, and it's a good opportunity against good opposition as well.
Stoke 1, Wolves 1. For all the post-match reaction, make sure you log on to expressandStar.com.